Oh, I
successful.
can
Oh my god. Ah.
Wait a minute, I can see chat in my frozen OBS. Wait, someone say something. I want to see if this is actually like constantly updating or if I had to update that myself. But yes, cool guy, we beat the score. We're just suffering in Metro, talking about past vacation week.
Oh, I don't think you sent any pictures of Longfish. Let me put that in my.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't on purpose though, because they were asking for food pics. So I was like, let me send them food pics from me.
I'll put them in Gen Chat.
They demanded food pics from me, so I stole your phone and sent them food pics.
See, this is why I take food pictures, because someone always asks. Perfect, you have to. Get the flex on them.
UPSATW. Thank you, cool guy. It is in fact updating OBS, even though OBS is frozen.
Oops.
Oh, I love this. What?
Right, let me find a
screen.
good.
I'll take a picture of my laptop for this because this is so dumb.
You find a good panorama fish. Because people always do like panorama.
Yeah.
People always like to do like panorama cats or dogs because they move funny, and then there's something about like, well, you couldn't do it on fish, and it works kind of.
You tried. You tried.
It just makes like long fish is what it really does.
I disagree on the manta ray.
Oh, back.
What?
Oh no, it's there now. I thought maybe one of the signs was missing. About there.
I was gonna say, why am I going back when there's a whole subway car here? That surely looks a little different than... I also love that a train is just an extra object. Yeah, I don't take photos of my food as much as you do.
You just don't take pictures.
No, I do. I have pictures on my phone from this past week.
Well, that's the
I have
thing.
at
Like,
least. I have at.
they're all pictures of me.
5. No.
And some of me and you.
What? I'm going to my photos here. I'll find one from this past week that's not just me and you. Easy.
Like,
I did take a food pic. I took a single food pic. You know
Singular.
what? Here. You want your food pic so bad? Huh, Snowy's chat? You want food pics?
No, it's just me. It's me. But also, where are you putting it?
In general, where all the other food pics I sent went.
Snow, is that a food?
No, I was just like, I took a
Yes,
funny
that's
picture
dinner.
at the aquarium.
Tasty,
That's
tasty.
dinner. Yeah.
Is it sending?
I'm trying to find it.
Ah.
Okay, I found one picture, by the way, so far. So far, I've already found at least one picture that isn't you, me, or food.
What is it?
And it's a photo of it's a giant girthy fish.
Did you also take pictures of fish?
I did take pictures of fish. I took pictures of the jellyfish, too.
Oh, yeah,
Because
like
they
you
were
sent
my
a
favorite thing.
you sent a
They're
picture
really
of your food. I thought you were sending other pictures that were not.
You said to send food pics! What are you mad? Ah! Ang yang yang yang. Ang yang you too. Is that there's a Snowy stock reveal?
My sock.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my foot.
Yeah. Of course, she has the pink sandals. That's the most obvious extra object. Yeah. Here, I'll send you girthy fish then.
But like a good 40% of my pictures are just from the aquarium.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
same.
there was that weird cake vending machine. I got
Is
into
that
it.
food too?
Oh, you did take. Oh yeah, I thought okay, because I was like, you did take a picture of me and that fish, which was.
I did, but I also took a
Yeah.
photo of the girthy fish because I'm like, it's just a funny girthy fish.
I have a panorama of that
The
fish
weird-
too.
Cool Guy says this is the weirdest stream.
You gotta be in my Discord, otherwise you don't know what we're talking about.
Talking about food pics. Listen, they bring up food all the time, alright? And then
Yeesh.
someone said that they demanded food pics from me while we were on vacation because I didn't return Snowy to the US right away. I kept her until... When did you return?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, okay.
Well,
I wasn't sure because yesterday I got food poisoning in the afternoon. I was
yeah, you
sick.
kind of did do that to yourself. I'm just like,
Like,
was it?
if
I feel
you-
like you can eat. Can you? Okay, I'm googling this. I'm pretty sure. I was like, I don't think beeswax makes you that sick, but like maybe you're just stomach not good.
I don't know what it was. There's also, if you want another food pic, I'll send you another non-food pic. I will send you the first picture I took while we were on vacation, and it was of a person cosplaying as a character from Toho.
Oh yeah.
Not even
Okay.
a photo of you. I took a picture of a Toho cosplayer first.
The wax is food safe, but like not recommended for consumption.
Yes.
I should have
It's
taken
like
more
the paper
pictures of the.
towel.
I should have taken more pictures of like the crowd.
Did you get a photo of Gura?
No, I only got a picture of Evie.
Oh, you should have tried to get a photo of Gura.
Yeah.
Could have given me the camera. I would have raised it up and taken it.
Okay, the first picture I took was clouds from the airplane, and then the welcome to Toronto picture at the airport. Important.
Yeah, you took photos of Timmy's. I forgot about that. You also owe. I don't know if I sent this photo for you already or not. No, you owe your chat the greatest food pic you took all week.
Poutine?
No, it's ironically the
Oh.
last food pic you took all week.
Oh, the sandwich.
We ate fucking 100% authentic Canadian Subway sandwiches.
Okay, let me make sure I can send this.
And
I don't have
now-
anything else in there.
Now my story is backed up because I have an official rating. She ate 2 Subway sandwiches from the Subway by my house that I talk about a lot. She ate 2 of them. One at the beginning of the week, one at the end of the week. Different employees served us. Both times, she gave a 7 out of 10 for the sandwich. That's a fucking great sandwich right there.
Oh, is it 7?
7 out of 10? That's good. That's a good sandwich. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
Oh yeah,
good.
there it is.
Okay.
It's over. It's like not bad.
Listen, for everyone who says that Subway tastes like cardboard, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's a
that's
good
7 out of 10.
Subway. Like
disproves.
Subway in America, just not good.
I guess
It's still-
not, but I'm just
it's
like,
just not
this
good.
fucking Subway,
Whoa,
it's the
I
bomb.
have-
It's the perfect Subway. It just hits
The only time I had Subway in America is the time Snowy, you remember? We got the whatever is like 3 points thing from Jim.
Oh
and-
yeah, yeah.
Oh boy, story time. Let's hear it.
So our college area was great, and they had this like, not Pokemon Go, but you just got points for either like sitting in a gym or like walking steps. But the Android version didn't support that. But if you just like, cause I was in badminton club, so I would just like sit in the gym. Well, my phone would be like, you're in the gym, you get points for working out.
Yeah.
And so things you could redeem like decent discounts on a lot of local restaurants, but one of them was a free 6-inch Subway combo, I think, because we also got drinks with it.
Huh.
I didn't remember the drink part, but
Because I got chocolate
Yeah.
milk and then didn't drink it for like a
Subway,
week.
6-inch. Well, that's your problem.
It was just sat in the fridge, man.
Well, I would drink it right away.
I'm just like
It's terrible.
people got so confused when I started streaming because I would talk about eating Subway like at least once a week,
And everyone's just like,
and everyone's just like, "Are you?" Yeah, everyone's like, "Are you actually eating Subway that much? How do you find that appetizing?" I'm just like, "Bro, I don't know where you are, but Subway here is fucking. It's good. It's just a good sandwich.
It's just a sandwich. It's a sandwich, shop sandwich. It's not fancy, but it's like it's a sandwich.
It's a solid sandwich. It's a good price though.
Your bread is still a little questionable, but I was like, the rest of it's good.
Which bread? I was
Bread
like
is,
the multigrain
like,
maybe.
It does the thing where it's like weirdly squishy. So it's like I don't know. I mean, I guess it's like if you like white bread, you like the bread.
You're also getting your bread multigrain and toasted, which makes it even more squishy.
Makes it squishy? It shouldn't have. It should make it more solid.
Multigrain. I don't see multigrain and toasted that makes things squishy.
It should be
the
like
squishiest thing will be white bread, not toasted.
It has the
right?
texture of white bread
Yes.
despite being multigrain, which is why I was just like, ugh.
Okay, that does sound a little weird.
Should just
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
real multigrain.
But if you want the good crunchy bread, that's why you go for the one that I go for, which is the Italian herbs and
herbs and
cheese.
cheese. Yep.
It's so good. It's a perfect topping to the sandwich. Is the bread. I won't shut up
just
about
miss-
Subway here because they're good for their price.
I miss Bread Smith potato bread. Bread Smith being the local bakery, and
You've told me about it.
so good. I should try actually.
You know what? This reminds me of a bakery that you should talk about. You fell in love with a bakery.
Oh god. Okay, so while we were
You
in
cannot
Chinatown,
deny it anymore. You cannot deny it anymore. You know
So-
what I'm referring to. You made us go back to the bakery. That's an
Yes.
hour away.
like we also walked there for other stuff. We also passed by, and I was like, more bread.
No, we did not pass by. We went out of our way to go to Chinatown.
But like, there was other reasons to go to Chinatown. It wasn't just for the bread.
No, but you absolutely made us go out of our way to go back to Chinatown after going there once. And the first thing you did was return to the bakery.
Like you can't. There's no good Asian. Everything. All the Asian stuff here is in Virginia, and that makes me sad because I live on the Maryland. So I live on the opposite side of town.
Well, we can go to Virginia sometime.
We should. It's like an hour-long train. It's not even hard to get there. Like one transfer.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with this bakery. What are you talking about? It's an
But it also
hour-long
only
trip.
costs like $2. Okay, it doesn't cost the 12 that it does for you.
Didn't cost us $12. What?
For the train ride?
Oh, I guess yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the train ride. If you do gas, it would cost closer to $2 total.
About parking though.
Yeah, but the parking is fucking shit. So.
Yep. So, you know, Asian. It was literally just the most standard Asian bakery you could go to. They get the little tray with the tongs. But it was like super cheap. All the bread was like, I'll transfer this into American.
You bought a meal's worth of stuff, and it came out to like $7.
$8, like $7-8, and I was just like, oh, like it was just like good nostalgic food.
Just go to New York or San Francisco.
If only. Even Chicago has a Chinatown, as small as it is.
And then go back home.
But it's in like downtown Chicago, man. I don't go there.
No, I'm convincing Snowy to come live in Toronto. So we're on the edge. Or Mississauga, because then it won't be as bad of a train ride. It'll be a lot less than $12. It'll be like a
Yeah, 12.
$4,
$12?
$5
I guess it was,
train ride.
If we transferred, it's like 10 American. It's still kind of expensive. Cause the train ride from Oh, maybe it's because I had student discount, but the train ride from the Chicago suburbs to Chicago is like, it was like $70. Which maybe, I guess, after conversion fees are about the same.
In Mississauga, if we live in Mississauga, we'll get about the same price, honestly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And it'll also be a shorter train ride. But I'm just like, you definitely fell in love with that bakery.
Oh,
I was
it's been years.
I was ready for you to be like, can we go
But you
back one
offered,
last time?
you offered, and I was just like, no.
I offered because I was like, are you sure you really don't want me to, like, drive back on the way there?
Izugi.
Oh, the train door is open. Close it. Stop. It's ugly.
Scar City.
Interesting stories. Yeah. We had a good week.
See, the tactic worked. We found like we found a relatively scuffed Chinese restaurant with the chickens in the windows, and it worked. It was pretty good.
It was actually pretty good. But I also don't think I've ever wanted to consume soup more in my life.
What soup?
I was
dehydrated.
What soup was it I had? I had was it just chicken?
It was
no,
pretty.
It was beef.
It was just it was just soup.
But like, what was in it was the question.
It was,
yeah,
it was
just
char siu pork.
Pork.
I still hate how it's spelled in English.
Oh, we also at that restaurant spent like an hour trying to figure out what the fuck those chopsticks were called.
You got really. I don't know why you just were so determined to figure out why. Why?
Because they don't translate to anything.
You
it's
were
not
trying
even
to
a proper name.
You were trying to figure out why the Japanese the Japanese typing in the Chinese restaurant had any meaning, man.
But like, okay, so in this restaurant, they gave us those little like straws that come in the plastic shit, right? Or in the paper like
the chopsticks,
thing that you have to pull out. Yeah, you have to crack them. Why you waste time on name? Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna get into. I'll get into why I wasted time. This is gonna, because this will explain why it bothered me so much. Is that I've been trying to study Japanese, which means that first of all already wasn't a help. Hello, escalator, welcome back. But on top of that, they gave us those chopsticks that you like break in half, whatnot, and they had like an actual English thing to them.
Bamboo
but
chopsticks.
On the bottom of them, yeah, it just said bamboo chopsticks, and then Snowy found it funny that we learned that chopsticks in French is baguettes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same as the food. It's not different.
Yep.
They just call chopsticks baguettes for some reason.
Why? Is it?
I don't know why. No. French has no reasons, just like English. It's kind of dumb. Either way.
It has more reasons than English, I think.
Oh, it absolutely has more reasons than English, but it definitely has points where it's just like, there's just no reason for this.
I mean, if you look, it's like chopsticks are long and thin like baguettes. That's about it.
Can you use baguettes as chopsticks? Or
Yes.
Can you eat chopsticks?
You can eat baguettes with chopsticks too. I don't know why. Anyway, that's not the important part. The important part was on the bottom of the chopsticks, there was 3 Japanese symbols. And I was trying to learn to read the name. But I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. And the closest we got was, like, we got the first half of it is a proper starting of a word, and then it just doesn't exist after that. And I'm like, I didn't, but I know the symbols and I can send them to you.
It's hihano.
I don't. Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything if you put it in the Japanese dictionary.
No, it doesn't.
So.
But
Or it could be
was written
hiwano,
exactly
but it's
like
like
that.
not any better. I'm pretty sure.
No, it didn't change anything. Was it?
Hmm?
Ah, there it is. Okay, it definitely wasn't Wano. It was Hano. Because it does change when I try to type it out in the thing. But it's like, you could put each of those into the translator and they would have given you individual words. And they were really weird. It was like, it was fire, teeth, and seaweed.
See, I'm just like, you can't do it like that.
No, you can't. But you also can't just... I'm just like, we can't just go off of the first half of it. Because the only thing we even got close to was the first half of it could mean thin with a different ending. And that's why it's like, it's just, the chopsticks just made no fucking sense, and it bothers me because I'm trying to learn the language, and people are out here pulling this shit, where they fucking write like absolute gibberish on chopsticks.
I'm just like, what you were trying to do is is basically like, it's like we have the word pizza and you like look at the P part of pizza and being like, what does that mean? And I'm just like, you can't do that.
But it was because there was no name, like the whole thing.
Yeah, also it was
doesn't
just
have
nonsense.
like a actual meaning.
Have you thought about that might just be a name people made
Could
up?
just be a name.
No! Okay, here's the thing. I thought maybe that too. But then this is what disproves it, and this is why I was like doing all the thing to try to figure it out. If you fucking Google those chopsticks, even with the full name, nothing comes up. They don't exist.
Oh, it might just be a very small, like a...
Small time provider for a small
They
time.
don't exist anywhere. I'm like, I looked everywhere on the internet. I went to like every 200 page of Google at one point while we were sitting there. Nothing came up. So I'm like, either it's so small that the chopsticks were made in that fucking restaurant that was Chinese, or those...
I don't know.
But it's like the Mandarin also supplies you with those exact chopsticks, which is why I'm like, where the fuck are they getting these chopsticks? It's not a company name. It's not a brand name.
We got this. We're gonna go to Google Images. So this also I'm like, damn, I see that red one that's really popular.
They just don't exist, and it bothers me. Because, like, if it's a name, you should be able to look back to the name and find the thing.
You know,
I got thousands of other... I got, like, 7 names in Japanese for chopsticks that all started with Hiwa, with Hiha. Or Hiwa. But none of them fucking ended with no. Like, just the beginning is the same, which is the thing that bothers me the most.
It could just be like... It's so small.
I mean, it also was a
But if
French
it sounds-
provider.
It was what?
It was a
sorry?
French. Well, like whoever made it, like whoever made the packaging, it was French English. So like, definitely like some sort of small.
But then you would
It's also
think that you would...
possibility people just put random letters on. You know the people do that. Put random.
If people just put random letters on a chopsticks in a different language, that is the part that would piss me off the most. I'd be like,
believe it.
why the fuck would you do that?
I'd
believe it, but I'd be like, why the fuck would you do that and then spread it around everywhere?
See, well, that's...
The problem all stems from I'm also trying to learn the language.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's just a name, then I would want it to be a recognizable fucking name.
Think about
So the fact that it makes no sense and exists nowhere, it bothers me.
Think about all the frustration.
It's like trying to give someone who's learning the... It's like giving... No, because here's what it is.
Gibberish online.
But it is the equivalent of trying to give someone, like... Let's say there's a kid who's trying to learn how to play video games and shit. It's like giving him Fork Knife, the video game. He's not gonna find shit. He'll find Fortnite, but he won't find anything else other than this one shitty fucking off-brand game you gave him, and that he'll only find in his goddamn living room because Grandma was too cheap to buy from something other than the fucking $2 bargain bin.
You know, that sounds about right. Honestly.
Exactly, but it's still gonna enrage that kid. He's gonna grow up being like, what the fuck? It enraged me when I got that stupid fucking off-brand Pokemon Crystal version. All the Pokemon had cell phones and shit because it wasn't the real game.
They should have guns.
You have Fortnite Pokemon.
Fortnite Pokemon looks fucking funny. Put random
actually-
Japanese text that means nothing. I'm fucking tempted to now. I'm tempted to find a combination that doesn't exist in Japanese and call it my name. And just be like, this is my name now.
Oh, you can do that.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys are way too casual about this.
That's what happens when you try to make sense. You try to think everything should make sense, but no. Not
Like, we're
everything's-
artists. Every time someone asks you if your art means something, you're just like, no, I just wanted to do a thing, man.
Okay, you want a better example then? It's the equivalent of trying to give someone who's trying to learn how to speak English in, like, the US, it's the equivalent of giving that person a menu for the restaurant McNaldo's. They're gonna be fucking confused as hell.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's gonna-
exactly. Well, yeah. So that situation exists.
And it's
And
gonna
here we are, it
bother
happened.
them. And I'm like, it happened to me! But with a different language and a different fucking product. So I'm angry and fucking salty about it.
So you never think about how many people are learning
No! I
English
don't
and
want to think about it! I want someone to fix the fucking problem!
Oh, that's just selfish. It's selfish. It's like, see, you
It's
never
not
think about
selfish if it's
problem
happening to
before
other
you come to the
people!
problem.
And I'm...
You never thought about it before that.
It's
and
not...
then now you
No, it's not selfish if I'm trying to fix the problem for other people with the same problem. Then it's me just trying to solve a problem that people have. That's not
it's not gonna be
selfishness.
fixed.
That's just fixing a fucking problem.
It's not a problem. It's never gonna be fixed.
It is a problem.
It's called language and culture. Never have a rule in anything. You just have to accept that there's all these kind of
Just
strange
accept the
things
suffering.
everywhere. Yeah, that's
Oh my god, you're gonna see the amount of, like, funny English in Japan.
Oh. Yeah. Welcome to the new world.
It's not the new world. Wait,
Welcome to 2022.
this just is the world, and it sucks. What do you mean new? Did you fucking change dimensions where it was perfect before? Because if so, then you obviously know how to fix the problem. You send us to that fucking dimension.
Could be. Some.
If it's just from another planet, she's an alien.
Mm.
You know what? I believe it. She already just looks like a fucking thought bubble.
Anyway. You know, that's the laziest design of aliens. They don't have nose and they don't have hair. Like,
Wait,
look at every single alien.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen aliens?
Yeah, they're nose and hairless. And
You know,
they-
Ruby actually
they-
does kind of follow those conventions.
Yeah, but the difference is that I don't have some like craters on my face. That's like
Huh?
huge. I have a huge.
No,
eyes,
your eyes are pretty big. No, you are pretty alien. If you like if you think
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
an alien, right?
Oh.
Alien.
Wow.
Speaking of nonsense problems, should I explain the problem I tried to create with time?
Not the time zone one, the other one. Yeah, go for it. You two can fight about it now. I'm done with it.
Okay, so this isn't a time zone thing. Yeah, I know Snowy's done with this shit. But I couldn't help but think about it. So, initially, the thought was just, if someone watched the horizon Like, they stood on the equator at the point furthest from the sun. And they just sat there and watched the sun, counted from 1 and up how long would it take them to revolve around the sun. And eventually we just had the finishing statement of, those numbers are still too arbitrary. So the better question exists of whether or not the technology exists to do the most accurate clock in the entire universe. AKA, you take a single particle.
Oh yeah.
You take a single particle that is the furthest point from the sun that is still on our planet. Right? And you watch every single particle it moves through while it orbits the sun. Once it gets back to as close as it can be to its original point, how many particle spaces has that one particle moved? Whatever number that is, that's the amount of time it accurately takes us to circle the sun. And weirdly enough, I want to know if the technology exists, but I highly fucking doubt it.
You know how I also talked about the moon and the lunar calendar?
Yes.
The moon actually rotates around the Earth the same all the time. It's 20... Wait. It's 20... Where did it go?
20-something days.
It's 29.53 days.
But see, here's the problem with saying 29.53 days now, is that in order to get the most accurate time possible, days is still an arbitrary number.
Yeah, well, see,
You'd have to create...
to follow the lunar calendar, but like change the... Change
you would have to change... Yeah, you'd have to change... You'd have to change the definition of a day to match when the moon is at the same point it originally was.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
That's totally...
Or no, that would be a month, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a month.
And
that'd be a month.
Fun, because then...
But then the problem is, to split up a day, it still creates that arbitrary number of how do we tell when the sun goes up and goes down. To which, I don't think that's what a day/night should be. I feel like a day should just be a single rotation around the sun.
Well, that's generally what it's supposed to be.
I know, but people don't call it that oh. That's not fire, whoa. I got distracted because there's roommates coming out of the trash can over here. Pointing at fucking... What? Is there... Oh, is it a light anomaly, technically? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a light anomaly.
But yeah, so the problem is that day... Like, all of time is too arbitrary a number. The only thing we could relatively have as a absolute number would be a lunar cycle, which would be a month, technically. And I feel like you could... how many lunar cycles are there in a year? Like, how many lunar cycles do you have before we reach the same point around the sun?
Well, that's the problem, is that it's also not a nice number.
Is it not?
Cool. That's why the Lunar New Year's in February now.
Oh, weird. What? I don't like that.
It's 12.36.
12.3. Oh, that's an even worse number than the month. Oh no. Actually, though, you know what? That still gives you
a mini month.
That's still. Yeah, no, it still makes like the relative calendar of 12 months to a year.
That's why the lunar calendar is so funky now, because it goes slightly off every year.
I'd
a little farther and farther away.
I'd take a lunar calendar over a normal one, if I'm being honest.
They're like getting, I don't know, earlier or later every year.
I think it's getting later every year.
Maybe later,
yeah.
But they can adjust it back.
Oh.
Kind of, like after.
Can you adjust the moon back? What?
They just like skip a month after a while, I think, or something
skip
like that.
A month, maybe.
Just lose a month.
Just lose a month.
Yeah, because otherwise it's gonna go later, and like New Year's.
And then you're gonna
summer,
whole year's gonna
like,
you're just gonna yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to have it approximately the same time, like February, January.
But that's why I want to split them down into single-digit numbers, and then like split them off by some whole number.
That's the problem is we also have seasons in our northern and southern, more northern and southern areas.
No, I don't care. I don't give a
months.
shit about that. The time zone issues are a whole different piece of bullshit. And they can have their seasons all they want. They just have to say it's fucking cold outside. That's all you gotta do. I don't give a shit.
I want to
about
be
that.
able to say that it's always cold in the first month.
Why? It's not though. That's the problem.
Climate change.
That's not just a climate change thing. That's still like even if climate change wasn't real, then we'd still have the problem of it wouldn't always be cold during the first month.
No, but like, okay, it's always the same weather in the same month.
Yeah, that's impossible to do.
It should be.
No, I'm saying like, I don't care if it's the 5th month or the 8th month, but every year in the same spot, it's the same-ish weather. Climate, whatever.
But then you would just define a... Then you would define a... Like, you could... Because people
like
do define seasons as like a 4-month period. But I'm saying that a month in itself is broken.
It's literally if your universal time zone thing exists, but it's just for the weather.
That's still fine. You can do that. But you need the more accurate time measurement, because what I'm saying is the times that we have created are such arbitrary pieces of shit that 60 seconds to a minute sounds fucking dumb in today's time. But the problem with trying to change that shit is that people are so fucking terrified of change. You'd swear that they're fucking anti-vax about time change.
The Babylonians. Okay, so the division of the hour into 60 minutes comes from the Babylonians who used the 60s in their systems for math and science. Nope. But why?
You're telling me that we're using a time zone from fucking Babylonian ages today, and that no one in their right mind thought, yeah, we should probably change this at some point because it's a little outdated. And that the biggest problem isn't even that we're still doing it. The problem is that people are still the problem isn't even that we're doing it.
No, it's real.
The problem is that What? Okay.
Wait, they redefined it. The second is defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Caesium frequency, the unperturbed ground state hyperfine transition frequency of the Caesium atom, to be big ol' number when expressed in the unit hertz. They made it a real thing.
But now give me the fucking amount of time that it takes for that to be a year. What is a year in Caesium?
You want how many frequencies is?
Yes, that's what I want, and then we can divide that into appropriate numbers.
The second symbol.
Because once you have the highest whole number you need to give a shit about, you have every other number subsequently, because you can find a way to divide it into maybe not the most even piece of shit, but at least in an even piece of shit where you can rearrange it to not be fucking changing every goddamn year.
So the current definition was adopted in 1967 when it became feasible to define the second based on fundamental properties of nature with the Caesium clocks. Because of the Earth's rotation varies and is slowing ever so slightly, a leap second is added at regular intervals to civil time. Keep clocks in sync. So I don't know.
So you're telling me it doesn't exist?
So it's not a nice whole number still, yes.
But that's why what you have to do is just take the amount of particles moved.
Caesium is the only stable isotope of Caesium. I don't know why they chose it though. One of the elements of the isotopes. Nuclear testing. I don't know why they chose Casium. Maybe it's extra stable?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Isn't there's something, I think it's a gram or something that's just like a sphere that they like watch really hard. It's like I think they defined it as like, I don't remember what it was called. It's like some it's like
Okay,
the standard of a kilogram
here's-
or something.
Oh, hello. Is the abyss. So, okay, here's my biggest problem with all of this overall. Our time system right now, like the 60-second minutes, hours, and 364.5 days, or whatever bullshit, is the equivalent of using that fucking droplet of oil as a clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and I was waiting to hear
No.
the thing about it. Okay, exactly. So, the oil droplet that I'm referring to is that there's like a scientific study that no one has ever seen. This one piece of oil drop down into the
okay,
bottom
actually, no, I
tank.
have. Someone
There's
who was
been,
like
like,
watching Tar Droplet. It
Yes,
happened in
exactly.
Horseback.
Yes.
Yeah, it happened.
Well, it's happened 9 times. We just never watched it.
Well, someone records it.
What?
Someone records it. There's a video of it.
Is there a video of it finally? And I'm like, there could be a video, but like no one's ever seen it still. That's the big
Pitch
miracle
drop
of it.
caught on camera after 69-year wait.
Nice.
So it's there. I'm watching the video of it.
Yeah, but did someone themselves watch it, is the real question.
I'm sure, like, what's there at the approximate?
Probably have camera.
And there's like live streams for everything nowadays.
If
They
there's a
also cut
live stream
their
of it,
heads.
then I wouldn't. If there's a live stream of it, I wouldn't doubt that someone did it. But I'm like, last I remember, the whole big deal about this was that the only person who even got close missed it because he went out for coffee.
Oh. Oh, it's
Yeah,
live
it
on
was one of those
YouTube,
things.
or it looks like YouTube. Is it YouTube? The University of Queensland is currently streaming it.
Yes.
Yep. I see
Okay, that
it.
makes sense
It's
that they would
nowhere.
live
It's
stream it
nowhere
now.
close.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like you won't watch it drop. But I'm saying that our measurement of time is so fucking stupidly arbitrary. It's like defining time by when that thing drops.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're just like, oh, it's dropped. We've moved ahead 3 years.
I got the
Because
screen that
that's what
says
people
hi.
say.
It says hi. Only 8 years or so to go. Yeah.
Is that what someone says on the stream?
That's what happened. No, that's what happens if you go to like their main page and click on to load the live stream.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I want to fix our perception of time, but people's fucking ideas and shit are just, nah, don't change shit because it'll scare people. I'm like,
I mean, I think your first
If the-
problem is
if the
attempting.
fucking clock changing scares you, I'm sorry. Then you have something horribly wrong with your mind. Because news fucking flash, that clock changes every goddamn time you look at it anyway. It's fucking constantly moving. For us to change it and be like, it's a different clock, all you gotta do now is count up by fucking one that we've given you? You're a fucking idiot.
I was like, have you seen us and daylight savings? You still have it. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's
we're doing
absolute-
we're doing it a fucking twice a year anyway. So what are you telling me? We can't change the perception of time to fix it? And then people
No.
will be too scared of the change?
We're too scared to get our
Fucking
daylight
stupid.
savings.
We're too scared to do it once and for all, so we can only do it twice a fucking year instead.
It's even great because like half the states have gotten rid of it, so like I think Arizona doesn't do it anymore.
Wait, isn't the Arizona?
Also, there he is. We finally found Naked Man Intruder in the train station.
I was like,
Welcome.
I was like, some.
You're welcome for.
I think
been
Hawaii
losing
doesn't
way too
do it.
much. It's funny.
I think Hawaii stopped it too.
Probably.
Sounds like it.
It doesn't fucking matter. I'm also like, it doesn't fucking matter because also, I'm pretty sure it was you, Snowy, that did this where someone said to me during daylight savings for Eastern Standard Time,
Oh yeah, I put EST on
Fucking-
my schedules now instead of EDT. Because
But I'm
right
like,
now we're in
EST.
standard.
We're always in standard. Daylight time is just Eastern Daylight Time, quote unquote, is just the changed daylight savings time.
Wait, does Canada have
It's-
daylight savings?
We don't. We just use Eastern Standard Time the whole time.
Wait, I'm like, is
We
there a time
don't
when I'm
use
gonna be an hour
EDT.
off from you?
What? No, you're fine.
Wait, what happens
I don't
during
think
daylight?
so.
Wait, what happens during daylight savings? Then am I just an hour off from you?
I'm saying no. I'm saying you. You guys might use EDT, but that's the only thing that'll change. Is that it's still the same fucking time. EDT and EST are the exact same time. Even when they change to be like daylight savings and not daylight savings, standard time changes to represent that.
What?
Yeah. I'm saying you could
What?
just use Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to use EDT. Google it. Go ahead. I hear you typing away trying to figure this shit out. You only need one time zone for the Eastern Standard Time, and it's Eastern Standard Time.
So, are you saying when I have to turn my clock back, we're gonna be an hour off?
No, I'm saying when you change your clock back, people are gonna start saying EDT like fucking assholes.
Then you're not gonna
That's
change
it.
your
That's the
clock?
only- My clock is already changed.
So it automatically changes.
Yes, Eastern Standard clocks automatically change to represent daylight
Huh?
savings.
So that you also do daylight savings then?
But we don't call it fucking EDT. We just call it Eastern Standard Time still. It's just a thing.
Well, then how do you explain to people that we lose 1 hour, gain 1 hour?
Because we say we go through the daylight savings change. We don't call it Eastern Daylight Time. It's fucking stupid.
Just say-
There's no
just say
point to
Eastern.
it. That's what we say anyway.
You say Eastern.
Saying Eastern.
Yeah, we do that anyway. If you say Eastern Standard Time still, it's mostly like to fucking try to explain to people why they're two different things. That makes no fucking sense. It's just Eastern Time. Although technically there's two Eastern Times, which is the even fucking stupider part. Because other countries want to call their time Eastern Time.
I mean, that's fair.
That's why like, Eastern Standard Time is this strip of world. It goes down in a line. That is Eastern Standard Time, and then Eastern Time is people being like, but we're also Eastern Time, but they be like in fucking California and shit. You're just like, why? You're not in Eastern Time at all. But
I mean, see,
they're a
the
fucking
world-
country, so they get to insist. Oh, there you
See,
are.
the
Hello.
the world is a sphere, so is there truly an east and a west?
What happens if I report?
You don't need
I
to
want to
store it.
report extra object in Gates. Because she's
Yeah.
moving.
Oh,
No object. So then I have to report intruder. To which it does that. Report pending. Interesting. I know, but I'm not saying. I'm saying that the world is dumb. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm ever trying to say.
oh, oh.
That's my phone ringing.
Yeah, you should.
I don't think you need to say that. Everyone knows that.
Well, I don't give a shit. So I want.
You should maybe take that. I don't know what it is though. I'm just like, look at America and its imperial system. Using the change.
Who else used it?
Imperial?
Yeah.
I think like New Zealand. something weird like that.
I forgive New Zealand for doing that. I don't
Oh
know
no,
why.
it's Myanmar. Who is that?
That's in Asia.
Yeah.
Isn't
United
that in
States,
Asia?
Liberia, and Myanmar. Nice. Yep. So you know. Yep. Refusing to
And
change.
it seems that Americans would not want to change.
But okay, you say that, then why the fuck do you change twice a year anyway for your stupid fucking clock?
Because it used to
Whatever, they
be
think
that the
it's the
school
norm.
children would have to go to school in the dark, and that was bad because danger. That's why they started it.
Because they cannot switch that time in their brain. They need the time to change for them, okay? They need the number to change for
Then
them.
we change the time for them! You get a fucking update to your phone twice a week, I know you do! You may not see it all the time, but you get those fucking updates. Your clock changes constantly. We change the time for them, we push it as an update to their phone, and I tell you, people are still gonna be pissed.
People are gonna piss all the time. Like, no matter what.
See,
Someone's
here you're
gonna be
angry
not
that they
happy with
haven't
that.
changed it, and then the people are gonna be angry if they do change it.
Yeah. They always be.
I am saying that if we change, like, you're saying to change it for them as the solution, that's not the fucking solution! It's gonna create the exact same problem. I'm pissed that that problem can't be fixed. That's it. Also, I meant to end it after this one. It's 5 o'clock and I want dinner.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 5.
Alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream in a really dumb and weird way because my OBS is frozen.
Oh, you guys close
So
OBS?
Yeah. I have no other choice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thank you everyone for calling this day. I got Devin in here. So
Yep. I cut himself off. Alright. Thank you guys for coming by, hanging out. Words. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Next stream will be Wednesday. We will be back to our normal schedule because I am back from vacation. Back to work. Find someone to raid. That's what we do. Probably makeup because we do that. God. Channel. Because streaming the last campfire. Oh god. God, mute. Okay, I don't hear myself. Damn, we'll go say hi. Alright, thank you all. See you next time. Yeah.